First, though, there is a council by-election happening in Bristol tomorrow. Voters in the Hotwells and Harbourside ward going to the polls after the incumbent Lib Dem councillor stood down. There are 5 candidates to replace him, but one of them is asking people not to vote for him. Let's find out more with our politics reporter, Pete Simpson, who's by the Harbourside this morning. And where exactly are you on the Harbourside, Pete?
Well, a hearty good morning to you, James, from the Cumberland Piazza. This is the sort of pedestrian zone that sits underneath the rather, let's call it what it is, bizarre and antiquated road system, often very busy and heavily trafficked as well. You might be able to hear some of the trucks rumbling past us this morning. Now, you are correct, James. We're right on the edge of the ward here, by the way, and the houses of Hotwells are beyond us. You are correct to say that there are 5 candidates on paper, and we've heard from some of them this morning, the party candidates. You are also correct to say one of them is there, how should we put it, by mistake? Let's find out more with the man himself, Martin Booth, the erstwhile editor of Bristol 24/7 magazine. Very good morning to you, sir.
Pete, I just happened to be cycling through the Cumberland Piazza and you accosted me.
I know. It's one of those great coincidences. Thank you for stopping. Now, what's this about you standing for election by mistake? Do explain.
Oh, it wasn't mistake. It wasn't mistake. I mean, this is the... Good morning, Pete. Good morning, everybody in listener land. I live in the ward. I live in Hotwells and Harbourside. My daughter Lois goes to Hotwells Primary School just over our shoulder here. And when the by-election was called, in a fit of politically agitated optimism, I thought that I could be able to represent the place where I live. Yeah. So I made a rather off-the-cuff decision to stand, and standing I am, although yes, my name is on the ballot paper, but in the meantime I've decided not to actually campaign.
Right, so you changed your mind and you don't want people to vote for you anymore, is that right? And why is that?
So we're in an unusual position of me talking to you the day before an election to say don't vote for me. My name is going to be on the ballot paper, and I'm proud that my name is on the ballot paper. My name might never be on a ballot paper again, but right now, although I'm an official candidate, I am pleading with people not to vote for me as an independent candidate. The reason why I decided not to campaign is that I feel that these perceived conflicts of interest within my position as the editor of Bristol 24/7, the erstwhile editor, I'll buy you a pint later for that, I think that it was proving too difficult to combine the two.
Okay. Yeah, people thought there would be too much of a conflict of interest. Hypothetical scenario, people don't get the memo and you are elected tomorrow, what are you going to do?
But surely everyone in Hotwells and Harbourside ward is listening to BBC Radio Bristol.
Well, they will
right
be,
now.
yes, but, you know, hypothetical, as I said.
In case they don't get it. So yes, I got a DM from someone yesterday to say that this time in a couple of days' time, I could well be sitting in the chambers of City Hall. I won't be sitting in the chambers of City Hall in a couple of days' time, because the Hotwells and Harbourside ward has been fiercely contested by the parties. I knew that I'd have an uphill battle to get anywhere near the amount of votes needed here. We've got the Labour Party, who's the administration. We've got the Green Party, who, if they win this, will become neck and neck with the Labour Party. We've got the Lib Dems, who are putting up a very experienced candidate who's been an MP before. I had no chance, and I still have no chance, but I feel it's very much my right to be part of the political process.
Yeah, but what you could do, Martin, is you could really sort of swing this either way, couldn't you? It was very close last time. You're aware of that even by just being on the ballot paper, you can make a significant difference. You might be in someone's extreme bad books come this time Friday morning.
Well, what I would say to that is that we live in a democracy, and so I think that one of the things that I've been interested in right now is that we've got the traditional party system has been affected clearly by the fact that I even chose to stand, that an independent has chosen to stand. The fact is, in Bristol, we've shown that we can elect an independent citywide. So, in a way, I would love to see the traditional four-party system within Bristol blown out of the water. I'd love to see more independents standing. I don't see any reason why a seat in City Hall should only be reserved for someone wearing a party political rosette.
Yeah. Well, Martin, good luck with not being elected, is all I can say. Thank you for explaining that to us. The polls open tomorrow, of course. You are on the paper, but don't vote for Martin Booth is the message for the residents of Hotwells and Harbourside. Thank you for your time, Martin. Editor of Bristol 24/7, of course, other local publications available, James. And just before I leave you, I'll just run through those candidates, shall I, for you one more time. The other four party candidates, as Martin was saying, the major political party candidates: for the Lib Dem, Stephen Williams; the Green is Patrick McAllister; Labour, Eileen Means; and for the Conservatives, Eliana Barbosa. Polls open tomorrow. There's 3 polling stations. In fact, the grandest polling stations you could ever ask for, James: City Hall, Central Library and the Create Centre. I mean, talk about beautiful buildings. They're the polling stations. We'll hang around tomorrow night, or at least I will, for the result, and we'll let you know who has won on Friday morning. Back to you.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Pete. Pete Simpson reporting on tomorrow's Bristol City Council by-election. In the Hotwells and Harbourside ward, we will bring you the result on Friday morning.